Hi, I'm Mike Bellevue. I write for Guns of the Old West magazine, and today we're going to be taking a look at my third generation black powder frame Colt Sigle Action Army revolver that has just come home after getting an action job by Tom Sargis of Bozeman Trail Arms. And I think Tom is probably the best single action job specialist in the country, and I'm pretty excited to have this back and make some steel ring with it. I got this Colt about a year ago, and you've seen another video with it in the Guns of 1873. Has this in it. But even though it was pretty good right out of the factory, and in fact it was excellent, I think that Colt Sigle Actions coming out of the factory now are better than they were 20 years ago, and I'm not joking about that. I truly believe that, having seen lots of examples from both eras. I think they're doing a fantastic job, and it looks great. And not only does it look great, but it had a pretty good action coming right out of the factory, and I certainly had, it was an action I could have lived with. But it shot about 3 inches high and 2 inches left, and I was having trouble living with that. So I thought, if I'm going to get that fixed, I might as well also get an action job on it. I'll just show you that it is empty and safe right now. So I sent it off to Tom Sargis at Bozeman Trail Arms, and if you read any of Mike Venturino's writings, you will have heard about Tom. He lives near Mike and does most of Mike's gunsmithing, but I think Tom is the best action job man for Sigle Action Armies going, and he's done some other work for me too, some super secret stuff that I can't mention, but his work is fantastic. So I sent the gun off to him and asked him to turn the barrel and to do one of his action jobs and to recut the forcing cone to 11 degrees to make it better with black powder. So he did all of those many things, and I've got to say it is fantastic now. The hammer cocks with 6 pounds of pressure. The trigger breaks beautifully clean, and the gun just functions exactly the way I want a single action to function. Now, he got a hold of me and said, you know, I can stop it from shooting left, but in order to correct the high shooting problem, he said I'd have to make a new front sight. All right. Because when your gun is shooting high, you need a higher front sight to lower the point of impact. So he said I'd have to make a new front sight, solder that on. He said that means I'd have to refinish your barrel, and you would lose the original Colt factory finish that you have on there now, and that would affect the value of your gun. So why don't we just fix it for windage and just hold a little bit lower? And I thought that was a good idea, so that's what I did. So the gun is still shooting a bit high, but I'd rather correct for elevation than correct for windage and elevation. And I think it's shooting pretty well. I've been having fun with it since it came back. Now I'm going to send it off and have ivory grips made for it. Because I just like ivories on a single action revolver, and you'll probably get to see another video of that when it comes back looking all pretty. But I got it back now and I couldn't resist playing with it, and I thought you might want to see it, so let's put it on some steel. Evil Roy is lurking downrange again, so I guess it's time to smoke him out with my trusty Colt. So let's go see if I can make him jump. Take that, Roy. Okay, it's water bottle time. Let's see how the Sargis tuned Colt does against the 2-liter bottles. Another bad guy bites dust. You know, back in the old days, cowpokes would have headed out to the town dump, set up some tin cans, and unlimbered their Colts. So in honor of those days, let's take the Colt and see if we can rattle some tin. I'll take 4 out of 5. Well, in order to correct the issue of this gun shooting to the left, what Tom Sargis did was turn the barrel just minutely to the left until he had corrected that windage error. And these targets are the targets that he sent me, showing where the gun was shooting when he started and where it was shooting when he finished up. Okay, well, now it's time for my nemesis, the clay birds. And let's hope I've got my elevation adjustment right with the Sigle Action Army. That's what I'm talking about. We'll finish up with the bad guy's view of the Colt.